Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I know I'm slightly late to this, but we're going to be trying to cover which tier 4 that you should take from the new selectors that we have gotten a few days ago. So in case you're a new player or you haven't collected the tier 4 selector, this is all the options that we have. As you can see, we have 22 options. I'll take you through all of them and I'll tell you which ones are worth it, which ones are not, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start from the first all the way to the last. So for Captain America's new uniform, of course, it's going to be not worth it because he's also not good in PvP either. Ant-Man is, of course, also not worth it. Black Bolt is not worth it. Black Panther is also not worth it. Black Widow is not worth it. And Dr. Octavius is also not worth it. Now, when we get to Gamora, Gamora is meta, and I do recommend you taking her. For Ghost Rider, it is the same story. He's also a recommended. For Hulk, he's also a not worth it. Iron Man, he's World Boss Legends, but if you're a new player, returning player, and whatnot, he's not worth it unless you have a lot of tier 4s and you want to climb World Boss Legends to the point where you reach Machine Tag Ally, then that's where Iron Man would come in handy. Miles' old uniform is recommended, but that's only for World Boss Legends. Moon Knight, I'm talking about his old uniform, not his upcoming one, not whatever the other content creators are saying where, oh, we know about the information about the new one. I'm not doing that. We're going to be following on what we currently have and not going to take assumptions. This is his current uniform, and it is not worth it. Shadow Shell is not worth it. Sharon is a bit of a tricky situation as well. Most of the times she's going to go to not worth it. However, if you have again all of the tier 4s and you want to climb World Boss Legends to the point where you get Blast Female, then she is worth it just for World Boss Legends. Sometimes in that one ABX day as well. For Gamora, Spider-Man, sorry, she's not recommended. Spider-Man, he's PvP, so I'm putting him in not worth it, but he's also semi-good in PvP, though the difference between his old back to basics uniform and this one is not too much. The next one is, of course, Storm, she's recommended. Thor, he's only World Boss Legends. Captain Marvel, she's not worth it. Loki, he's Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends. Miles Seasonal is also a World Boss Legends. And of course, the last one being Venom. So, you see all of this. I'm going to tell you which ones to get in order and so on and so forth. So, if you do not have Storm Tier 4, then that's of course the only viable option that you should take. If you have Storm Tier 4, then your next best option is of course going to be Venom, World Boss Legends and Alliance Battle Extreme, and Legends, he's really good. If you already have Tier 4 Venom, then Tier 4 Gamora is really good as well. If you have Tier 4 Gamora, then you would take Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, if you have his artifact as well, then he can also go to PvP. He's very, very good. For the next one, if you have all the metas, then you'd probably take Miles. It's of course highly recommended that you have his seasonal because his seasonal is a huge buff to his tier 4 striker, which makes him the best tier 4 striker to use. However, his old uniform is still a viable option for World Boss Legends. And then if you already have Miles, then you're going to take Thor as your next tier 4. If you already have Thor at tier 4, then you would take Sharon, because again, Sharon has that one, some World Boss Legend days, like the Blast Female on Gore, so she would be viable for that, and of course that one Alliance Battle Extreme day. If you already have Sharon, then the next one is of course going to be Loki, because Loki is just going to be for Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends. He does not do more than Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends. Do not listen to whoever says otherwise. He does not do World Boss Legends. He only does Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends. That's full stop. There's no trying to argue if he does more than Alliance Battle. He does not. He only does Alliance Battle. That's full stop. He does not do more than that. So yeah. And then after that, whichever one that you get from the not worth, it's up to you. Of course, the best option from this, if you want, is either Iron Man for that Machine Tag Ally Day, or if you want to gamble, you can go ahead and take Moon Knight in hopes that his upcoming uniform would be at least an Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends meta. I do not think that he's going to be World Boss meta because of Miles, but Alliance Battle Extreme and Legends, it's a high possibility. So yeah, that is pretty much the options that I can go ahead and give you. Of course, it's up to you what you want to take, but in my opinion, you should always take Storm or Venom. They are two of the best so far, and if you already have them, then this is the order that you would go with: Storm, Venom, then Gamora, then Ghost Rider, and then Miles, Thor, and then Sharon, and then Loki. If you have all of these, you can go ahead and take Iron Man, or you can gamble and then take Moon Knight in hopes that his upcoming uniform is going to be meta. So yeah, that was all for today's video. It's a short video, but at least it is something informative and so that you guys cannot be misled into taking another character. So yeah, guys, that was all for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, please like and subscribe and let me know down below what else you want. I'll see you all in the very next video. Goodbye.